each other or with animals, but to everybody. All right, this is one of these hankies ready videos. Noah, our 2018 Dog of the Year, will steal your heart.
Noah has classic inbred qualities. He unfortunately was born without eyeballs. He also has very limited movement in his back legs. They're almost like seal flippers when he walks. You know you're going to school, don't you?
Noah first came to us 2 years ago with an anti-bullying message.
When we walk in, I actually want these kids to feel sorry for him. Hey, there he comes! Woo! Yay! And I asked them, how does he look different? Everybody says, well, he wears this funny thing on his head and he wears the cart. And so what do you think he can't do? Well, Noah can't run. Noah can't swim. Noah can't take a bath. So I take off all of his gear. And the first thing he does when he gets out, and I don't know how he knows how to do this, but he starts showing off running. So all of these things that the kids said that he couldn't do, running, the rolling, he does. And I asked them, would you ever think about bullying Noah because of the way he looks? And all of them were like, no. How many of you have been bullied? Take a look at your friends. How did you feel when you were bullied, honey?
I felt sad and I just felt like I wasn't meant to be here.
Oh boy, come here and stand with me. You are supposed to be here. You know that. Noah wants you to be here. We want you to be here. By the time we get done with the 45-minute to an hour session, that sympathy has turned to empathy. Do you feel sorry for him now? No, we shouldn't feel sorry for him. He doesn't want us to feel sorry for him, right? We turn that sympathy into empathy, that big word, empathy. What did you learn about Noah today that you didn't know before?
You can't just pick on somebody because they look different.
I love that. Yes, ma'am.
He's got things to be sad about, but he also has things to be happy.
Once Noah leaves, then we're able to use him as an example for those social skills. And we're able to say, would you do that to Noah?
I have encountered some boys. He was picking on this girl on my bus, and I remembered, what would Noah do? So I stood up to him, and he did stop.
This dog, in all rights, shouldn't be alive. He should not be here. He definitely was spared to do this job. He's out there teaching kids to have empathy.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our 2018 Dog of the Year, Noah, please welcome Noah's owner, teacher, Lisa Edge.
I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that video. Approximately 4 years ago, a star was born. But this star wasn't born in a warm house with comfortable blankets. He wasn't expected to live. No one was excited about his birth. There was no bed or no box to be born in. There was no love. And there was greedy backyard greeters that gave him no attention and no food. Noah and his many siblings were born into abuse and neglect. Starvation claimed most of these babies. Somehow, and beyond anybody's comprehension, Noah survived. At rescue, he weighed 2.5 pounds. He was 5.5 months old. Jasmine Gabe Kimball, one of the rescuer's fosters, recalls that he was just a sack of bones. He was covered in filth, and he was so emaciated and so tiny, he felt he just could sit in the palm of your hand, of a woman's hand. Survival was not easy for this pup. He's most unusual looking, and obviously, he's unusual looking because he doesn't have eyes. And of course, his back legs are flippers. His legs are so deformed that there's no surgery that could correct them so that he could have normal function. They're about half the size of what normal back legs should be. As a result, he is a hit with the kids when we go to schools, because when he starts to flip around with the flippers like you saw, it gets the kids really excited. And of course, the excitement just makes him show off that much more. So it works for Noah. It took a village of determined women to see the potential in this boy. And many, many people told these women, why don't you euthanize him? What kind of a life is he gonna have? What's he gonna turn out to be? But Jasmine Gabe Kimball, Norma Rittner, and Cinnamon Mulbauer saw something that others could. Following months, Noah received the food, shelter, and especially love he so badly needed. Flash forward to today. Using the Muffin's Halo, created by Sylvie Bordeaux, Noah is able to navigate schools bump-free, protecting his head. Because when we are at schools, this guy's going 100 miles an hour. And he can't wait to get to the next kid who's hollering, Noah, Noah, Noah. His donated wheelchair by Judy Walter and Mango on a Mission keeps his knees healthy so he can keep up with the kids at school. So I'm just gonna show you, I'm ad-libbing a little bit here, it makes me comfortable. As you can see, these legs are permanently fused. And without that wheelchair, he would clump. You know, they're fused. So sometimes if he works a little too hard at a school, sometimes he gets a little water on him. So we try to keep him in that wheelchair and protect them. At these anti-bullying tours, Noah teaches kids that it's okay to be different, just like himself. Look at him. He is my example. What a fantastic example he is to take into schools and say, look at this guy. He looks different, but he can run, he can play, he can fetch, he can do everything any other dog can do, but he just does it a little differently. Just like people, and that's okay. That's all right. With these messages, he has been lovingly dubbed the anti-bullying dog all across the world. Through these messages, Noah encourages kindness, acceptance, tolerance, no matter what one looks like, believes in, or stands up for. We all have the same needs, to be accepted, wanted, and loved. Noah embodies everything the ASPCA stands for. He is a great example of the kinds of horrible situations animals find themselves in every day, like abuse, neglect, backyard breeding, and those awful puppy mills. Since 1866, the ASPCA's mission has been to provide effective means for the prevention of cruelty of animals throughout the United States. The ASPCA saves the lives of thousands of dogs, just like Noah, every single year. I find it ironic that ASPCA's motto is,
we are their voice, and I see it in the corners. We are their voice. Because this is what Noah does in his anti-bullying tours. Noah has a unique way of letting kids know that those who are bullied are loved and that they are accepted, no matter what they look like, dress like, or believe in. And under no uncertain circumstances is bullying ever okay by children or adults. Thank you, ASPCA, for giving Noah the platform to be heard. Today, Noah carries a torch for the bullied kids, for the depressed, for the lonely, and those who have taken their lives because of constant bullying and teasing. We also carry the torch for those animals left behind, forgotten, unloved, and unwanted because of greed, or because they were born with missing pieces or parts. From humble beginnings come great things. I don't know who said this, but I'm pretty sure they were talking about your 2018 Dog of the Year, Noah. And ASPCA, we will do you proud. That wasn't nearly as good as Roland's speech.